Right here on Sky Sports 1 and the big one in Edinburgh. This fixture always sparkles no matter the time of year and no matter the circumstances. I'm joined here in Edinburgh by Neil McCann and the Hibernian manager Alan Stubbs. Alan, there's been a lot of talk about Celtic playing with fear. Stefan Johansson said it himself after one of the home games in Europe. Does playing away from home suit this team better at the moment, strangely?
Well, I think the results have probably been better away from home. You know, and I think it's surprising for a player to come out and say that they fear, because when you're at Celtic, you know, you shouldn't fear going to any ground, whether it's home or away, you know, because you are the biggest team in Scotland, and you know, so I don't think the manager would probably appreciate him saying that, but it's a great game to come and get a result here today.
No Scott Brown at the head of the team there. No Chris Commons, who was injured yesterday, a huge influence, and of course no Lee Griffiths, who's not made it in time. Will Hearts ever get a better chance than this?
Absolutely not, Dave. I think you're spot on. But it comes down to bravery. They have to be solid at the back. Hearts have proved this year that they can defend and they can be resolute, but they've not yet proved to me, and a lot of the fans, I think, that they can go and have a real go and trust their forward-going players to get a result against Celtic. If they were to do that today, as we showed during the build-up, I think there's goals to be had against this Celtic side, and you might just rock them.
How will he be feeling, Alan?
You know what? I actually think he's handled it all pretty well. You know, I think he speaks well. But when you're a manager of a club the size of Celtic, there's always pressure, you know, and it's just how you deal with it.
That said, is defeat unthinkable for Celtic today?
I think defeat when you're at a football club like Celtic is always unthinkable, because you are perceived to be one of the biggest teams in Scotland, and you're expected to win every game.
Well, the faces there on the Skippers tell the story. This is a big one for which the commentators are Andy Walker and Ian Crocker.
With its steep stands and compact nature, you are guaranteed a cracking atmosphere here at Tynecastle. Even more so when Celtic are in town. That always raises the stakes. Hearts due a result against Celtic, or due a win more like. That 0-0 draw at Celtic Park in September halted a run of 11 straight defeats against them. Can they go a step further today? We've saved the best till last on this Scottish Premiership weekend. Hearts, Celtic, Tynecastle, special. Hearts have to make one change from the St Johnstone match. Juanma is suspended after his red card in that game. So Gavin Riley makes his first start for 3 months. Prince Warbin and Magaro Gomez have played against Celtic over 40 times between them, with just one win to show for it. Osman Sow has scored 4 goals in his last 7 games. Last season's Player of the Year, Jamie Walker, is still out with a knee injury. Celtic are still without their top scorer, 19-goal Lee Griffiths. And Chris Commons, a regular scorer against Hearts, misses out too. He was injured in training yesterday. Still no Scott Brown or Charlie Mulgrew either. James Forrest drops to the bench. Stefan Johansson and Stuart Armstrong are back in the team. Impressive teenager Kieran Tierney is again preferred to Emilio Izaguirre. And Craig Gordon is back where it all began. Hearts captain Alim Öztürk is again on the bench, having recently returned from hernia issues. Carlton Cole, yet to start, has come off the Celtic bench 3 times. Scott Allen is also a sub on his return to Edinburgh. Ono Doom scored in the League Cup loss to Celtic here this season, but that's the only goal Hearts have managed against them in the last 7 meetings. This young man is making a name for himself, and fast. Kieran Tierney, just 18, has shone brightly amid recent Celtic gloom. Can Robbie Nilsson mastermind a long-awaited Hearts win over Celtic? Stephen McLean is the referee, and we're almost ready for action, and there should be plenty of that. We have Hearts, we have Celtic, we have Tynecastle. It is usually a stirring mix, although Celtic have absolutely bossed this fixture in recent times, Andy.
Yeah, their record against Hearts, especially here at Tynecastle, is absolutely wonderful. Played poorly last week against Motherwell. Obviously, they want to bounce back. I think the key to it, to be a tight game, is for Hearts to keep their discipline, keep their composure, and keep 11 on the park. Far too many red cards for them this season. I think Robbie Nielsen would admit to that.
Good work from Rogic in finding Johansson. Mikael Lustig with the captain's armband in the continued absence of Scott Brown. Callum McGregor's done really well here. Away from Oshaniwa. Celtic threatening first, and they have a corner.
He just receives the ball so well here, McGregor, and that shift there with the left foot, the burst of pace, gets him away from Oshaniwa. He's trying to pick someone out. Logic's arriving late. Hearts, Celtic, as you expect, throwing men forward once they get someone to the byline.
Callum McGregor enjoying a run in the Celtic side will take this corner. McGregor sent it over everyone though, including the last man, Boyata. We'll be hoping for better in future set pieces. Ronnie Dyler's Celtic beaten at home by Motherwell last week, but they haven't lost back-to-back league games since March 2013. Aberdeen missed the chance to go top yesterday, but they are level on points with Celtic. Although after today, Celtic will still have a game in hand. Hearts 10 points behind the top two. Tierney has been a revelation. Emilio Izagirre hasn't had much competition in his time at Celtic in that left-back role, but he certainly has now. Augustine presented it to McGregor. Gomez stepped in, and the free kick will go to Hearts.
Well, they get the free kick, but their use of the ball from the back has got to be better than that. Augustine very poor with the pass forward, and just allowing Celtic to get possession and attack them quickly.
This is Hearts' first home game for over a month after the postponement of their match here against Inverness the other week. It can be a daunting venue, this, but not particularly for Celtic. They have won on their last 7 visits, scoring 26 goals and conceding just 2. Rather embarrassing record for Hearts, that, which they will look to put right today. Augustine with a firm header, and Guaban is tripped by Rogic. Patterson will take this eventually up towards the giant that is Osman Sow, but there was a little push from the Swedish striker.
Yeah, initially I thought he got in the wrong position there, just behind Simunovic.
Johansson looking for Chifchi over the top, but it's hit him on the back of his head.
Not normally his game, Chifchi, to receive it in behind. He likes to receive it with his back to goal, linking up plate. And a big responsibility on his shoulders this afternoon. Yet another opportunity to show that he's very capable of being a recognised first-team player, producing the goods.
Gomez. Jume lost out to Beaton. Armstrong and Chifchi. Well, Stephen McLean had a perfect view of that, decided against a free kick. Celtic come back for more anyway with Callum McGregor. Chifchi! We'll be back for more.
Yeah, again, it's McGregor feeding him. Lovely first touch, playing it into his feet. And that first touch just allows him to have a pop at goal. It's a poor effort, but he's capable of scoring from that distance.
Celtic not only without their top goal scorer Lee Griffiths, but Chris Commons took a knock in training yesterday and He's such a creative influence for them. Probably still their best man for that. Johansson though, Rogic. Possibilities here with Armstrong and with Chipchi! Alexander makes the save, a clear opening for Nadir Chipchi.
Well, he does really well to get the shot away. Rogic's pass, I think, is terrific. First touch under control, just can't find the angle to get it away from Alexander. Good save.
Tierney will take this throw. Beaton returns it to the teenager. Šuminović now for Boyata, and here is Lustig. Celtic knocked Hearts out of the League Cup here this season. They knocked them out of both cups last season, but Hearts did manage a goalless draw in Glasgow in the league. Boyata, Lustig, McGregor, Sam Nicholson in and about. Beaton, Tierney with Armstrong ahead. Chifchi. Chifchi now for Rogic. It's straight at Alexander, but another warning for Hearts.
Really good, strong start from Celtic, peppering the goal with shots. Rogic in that position he's so comfortable with, just around the main striker, getting a shot away. Yet again, a comfortable save for Alexander.
Šuminović and So go for that. Rogic. Lustig. Now Johansson. A really positive start here from the champions. Chifchi. Rogic. McGregor feeding Lustig. Chifchi and Armstrong in the box. It doesn't go that far, but it will do soon. It's a corner off Nicholson.
Hearts can't handle the pace of the ball that's moving, the tempo that Celtic are playing at. Started so well, exactly the way you want to react after a defeat last week.
Celtic on the front foot from the off. McGregor's corner's not great. His last one was too long and that was too short. Something in between would be nice for Celtic next time. McGregor back to Lustig. It was a little awkward for Chifchi.
Again, all you're looking for from a throw-in in that position, get a decent ball into the box, and it was just a bit too high for Chifchi.
So, here is Riley, making a rare start of late with Juanma suspended. Came kindly to Riley, but now Lustig releasing Rogic. Celtic mean business in the early stages here. Rogic found his route blocked, but here's Tierney. Armstrong returning to the side. He's been benched along with Johansson last week. Lustig. Boyata. McGregor. Beaton. Look how quickly Gomez was in. Beaton survived and he'll get it back here. Armstrong for Chifchi. A swift attack this. Johansson looking for McGregor. Chifchi lurking, but it was Augustine who took it away. Still no respite for Hearts. Tierney's cross cannons off Patterson.
Totally dominant at the moment, Celtic, looking to get that early goal, make the breakthrough while they're on top. can't ask for any more than that, Ian. First 10 minutes, absolutely dominant from Celtic.
A statement of intent for sure. Sure they felt that Hearts would start like this, but they haven't given Hearts a look in, not remotely. Robin Nilsson and Stevie Crawford will be hoping they gain a foothold soon here.
Well, Margaro Gomez just a few seconds ago, he was the only one to get close to someone who's receiving the ball, being able to put a tackle in, some sort of challenge.
It's a foul by Simunovic on the other way, is it? Yeah, it's been given the other way against Gavin Riley. Johansson, Tierney, Rogic takes over. Rogic digging in, so is Gomez though. Gomez, I think Oshaniwa wanted that back in the slightest. Celtic have won more games away than at home in the Scottish Premiership this season. And this has been one of their favourite venues to visit lately. They've started so well.
I think the atmosphere helps them. It's a sellout today. Both sets of supporters absolutely up for it. And you can tell with the way Celtic have started that they mean business this afternoon.
Simunovic. Too hefty for Chichi, who'd made the run. Well, this is their kind of game, but sadly they are unable to play a part today. Lee Griffiths and Scott Brown having to watch on. Gavin Riley's in and around Boyata here, and Boyata didn't wait for Gordon. Did the right thing, I guess, and dealt with it.
Well, I think Simunovic is the problem. I don't think he started the game well. He's been caught under the ball a couple of times when it's long. I think this touch here, I don't think Boyata's expecting it, puts him in trouble.
Gomez grappling with Boyata. He's up for it. Here's Margaro Gomez.
Well, Hearts fans looking here for a bit of a foul just for that shoulder charge there, getting Gomez out of the way. Gomez is the only one getting close to his immediate opponent. He's trying to give his teammates a lift. He's leading by example and showing that he can get close to players that are playing 1-2 touch football.
He was sent off early on in the Scottish Cup game between the sides here last season, which killed the tie. Celtic dominating proceedings in the opening quarter of an hour or so, but Osman Sow looking to latch onto this. Simunovic fended him off, and Boyata plays it safe, and the Hearts fans finally encouraged 14 minutes in. Oshaniwa was short in the end to Sam Nicholson. Gomez. Oshaniwa. Igor Rossi. That's poor from Rossi, really poor, straight to Stuart Armstrong. Marvin has to keep him occupied. Free kick goes to Celtic.
Well, no wonder the Hearts players are frustrated. I think when you see the poor use of the ball from Augustine, from Rossi, is putting every teammate under pressure. And I think Steve McLean got that right. It was a foul. There's a bit of frustration with these Hearts players.
It's Barber walking away from the referee, which is never going to work. He's been summoned for a wee chat.
I don't think it's anything to do with the incident. I think it's the fact that 15 minutes have gone and Hearts have hardly been in the game.
Stuart Armstrong standing over this free kick. Beats on, and Šimonović and Boyata. Shifchi along those waiting. It's Armstrong to deliver. And it came off Osman, so it'll be a corner.
It's a decent ball in. Celtic well spread right across that 6-yard box there. Another chance with the corner for Armstrong.
Well, there'll be something similar here. Armstrong delivers. Will it find a way through? Šimonović with the header. It's clutched by Alexander.
Well, again, look in the middle there. Rogic. I mean, that's a ball that could be headed clear, I think, from Blaban. He's more content with a wrestling match than defending his own area.
Aniwa. He's run into trouble in the shape of Rogic. Stuart Armstrong is toiling a little for something at the moment. Johansson steps in. Nicholson won it back from Rogic. Johansson Millie presenting it to Blaban. Now Riley, Nicholson's cross. Tierney steered it away from the incoming Blaban. Stuart Armstrong not moving freely. Blaban, and the goal kick. He's going to need some treatment here, Stuart Armstrong.
Yeah, it's a pity that he's struggling. I think his back has gone there.
Really concern for Ronnie Dyler.
Actually, James Forrest coming back from the warm-up, getting stripped. But I think if Hearts have to get into the game, the one man they need to feed is Nicholson. He's got a lot of space on the left here. He's the one with a bit of imagination. Even on his left foot, he can get a decent ball into the box. Tierney does well there to complete that clearance. But this is possibly where he got injured. He's referring to his back, and it's maybe just the way he landed. Great pity for Armstrong, back in the team today, but unable to last the 90 minutes, unable to last 20.
The look of disappointment on the face of Stuart Armstrong. James Forrest will be coming on to replace him. He's started a few games lately, 5 of the last 6 in the league, and has avoided injury for a wee while himself. So Celtic having to make an early change. James Forrest not quite ready to come on yet. Nicholson. Nicholson gets it back from Gomez. Sam Nicholson has proved that he's got a strike on him, but that one was always rising.
Yeah, and he gets the appreciation of the home support. He is someone that can make things happen, even although this shot doesn't find the target. Just gives the Hearts fans a bit of encouragement.
So it's game over for Stuart Armstrong and game on for James Forrest. A lively opening 20, but then you kind of expect that when these two teams collide. Won by June. Gordon facing his former club. Rossi's header. Osman So. Prince Boarben. Banged onto the roof there by Tierney.
Difficult ball to take, but Osman So's first touch there was excellent. Just allows his teammates to get forward. Exactly what Hearts are looking for.
Callum Patterson will take this throw. He's found Arnaud June, who has turned out to be a really useful acquisition for Hearts. Johansson. Jeffji quickly surrounded by Augustine and Gomez. Boarben. Tierney almost took out the fourth official there.
Always a good idea.
Don Robertson has that task today. Šuminović for Boyata, new partnership at the centre of Celtic's defence after Jason Denayer and Virgil van Dijk moved on.
Much better from Hearts. They take the lead from So, who puts pressure on Šuminović, and everyone follows. And they're hunting in packs now.
So, McGregor. Rogic, Jeffji, can he force his way through? It's cleared by Rossi, who came across to cover. Hearts centre halves very uncompromising. Augustine and Rossi. Forrest. Šuminović. Beaton. It's Lustig. Evaded everyone, but came through to James Forrest. Not even close.
It's good up to a certain point, isn't it? It's good chest control. It's a good touch with his left foot, but that right foot effort, technique just wasn't there. I don't think he really believed he could find the target there.
Won well by Patterson. The ball took a beating there. Gomez. Shaniwa, the Nigerian international, will take this. Nicholson flicked it on. Riley now up against Boyata, who recovered.
Did well, Boyata. I thought Riley was away. I thought he had that half yard just to get it past Boyata, but good recovery.
Nicholson has left this corner for Gomez. Hearts looking for the opening goal. When you're ready, Morgaro. Gomez does deliver. Nicholson smothered by Gordon. Shaniwa covering. Patterson. Riley onto this. Up against Tierney. And now a corner for Hearts. They're showing interest in scoring, having had to weather a storm.
Yeah, I think it took them a while to get into the game. That won't please Robbie Nielsen, but I think they're in it now. They're getting a bit of joy with Riley. The first touch of So has been excellent. The last few times the ball has come to him, and of course Nicholson.
Nicholson for So. Nicholson cleared by Boyata. Put back by June. Offside against Morgaro Gomez. The flag is up.
Well, just working the short corner, just trying to get everyone on the move. When this ball is helped back in, it's definitely offside. It's a good call from the linesman.
That's one of only two teams who've stopped Celtic scoring in the Scottish Premiership this season. Kilmarnock the other. Augustine made sure he won that. Wistik's mistake. Nicholson benefiting. Crudely taken out by Stefan Johansson. That's going to be a yellow card for the Norwegian.
Nicholson is just too sharp. You can sense Johansson coming in, knocks it away from him. Clearly brought down. Silly yellow card for Johansson to give away. He's got the energy just to track Nicholson there, who's going wide. This is promising now for Hearts, who fans have suddenly come alive.
Augustine has stayed back, but there are still plenty of targets here for Gomez. The likes of Rossi and Patterson and So and Boaben. It's Gomez to take. Cleared by Tierney. Down by Nicholson, but McGregor able to launch it away. Hearts settling into the game after a whirlwind start from the champions. Gomez offside against Gavin Riley. The flag up again, just as everyone was getting excited in the Hearts parts of the ground.
Well, if he's offside, it's a good job, because Boyata, Simunovic, far too wide. Look at the distance between the two of them, and I think it is the right call. I think he's just offside.
Simunovic. Tierney. Oshaniwa. One bit fair from Oshaniwa, who's actually stayed down. Still down, Oshaniwa. Gomez will dispatch it.
Well, Oshaniwa, actually, I mean, Johansson pulls out of this. Yeah, you can just see he catches one just on the chest, onto his chin. Facial injury. I'm sure he'll be okay.
Boyata just feeling his hamstring a little. And that doesn't look good at all. And they've already lost Stuart Armstrong to injury. It looks like Boyata's game is over now.
Well, that's horrible for any player to see. You keep your eye on Boyata here. Just that burst of pace there. There's nothing really in it, but that's where he feels it initially. He tried to run it off. And he's certainly not going to recover from that. It looks as though Effie Ambrose will need to come on.
Shaniwa is okay, but it looks like Celtic are about to lose a second player to injury in half an hour. And this will be a rare outing of late for Effie Ambrose. He'd sat plonked on the bench for the last 6 matches unused. It's all going against Ronnie Dyler in terms of these injuries. Armstrong already off injured. Boyata seemingly heading the same way. Rossi now for Augustine. Zoom.
Well, Neil Beaton has gone back into the centre defence alongside Simunovic for the moment.
It's a definite no from the physio regarding Boyata. No wonder. So Effie Ambrose will be on shortly. Osman So, Prince Boaben. Rogic won that battle. Johansson now. Sam Nicholson alert.
Not moving the ball as quickly as they were in the opening stages now, Celtic.
Oshaniwa. Zoom. Just the wrong side of Boaben. The Hearts have got a grip on this game now. But it's game over for Boyata as it was for Armstrong. Stefan Johansson. Lustig. Beat on for Simunovic. Augustine's having that.
Well, just unlike the opening 10 minutes, the Hearts are putting pressure on the man in the ball, and they're getting the rewards. It's much more difficult to play a 20, 30-yard ball than it is to knock it around 5 or 10 yards.
So, Effie Ambrose is the replacement. The Hearts fans actually cheering his arrival. He is prone to the odd shaky moment. Oshaniwa. Here's Arno Zoom. Out of Riley's reach. Some save there from Gordon.
I think that's Craig Gordon at his best. Absolutely magnificent. I thought it was in the back of the net. Ambrose is off the pace. And what a touch that is there from Prince Boaben. He comes in at the back post, and you think that's in, but look at the dive, and he claws it back from behind him. Wonderful save from Gordon.
Gomez takes the corner. It's off the head of Augustine. And Prince Boaben must have thought he was giving Hearts the lead there, but for the former Hearts keeper.
Well, you can see here, just a touch there from Boaben. It's actually well behind him, and the strength that he needs to keep that out. Craig Gordon at his best.
Nearly, but not quite for Prince Boaben. Zoom found that rather awkward. Augustine closed in on Forrest. Simunovic just tucking that out of play. Effie Ambrose would be glad to see some action. Not seen much at all lately. McGregor. Simunovic. Riley has got the better of Ambrose here. What a chance this is! Gordon makes another save. Might have been veering wide anyway, but it's a corner.
Oh, you did right to highlight Efe Ambrose. Hearts will think they can get something off him today. Complete misjudgment of what should be an easy header. Just felt as though Riley slowed up a little, got his best shot away, looking for a bit more sharpness there and a bit more power, a bit more belief that he can really find the back of the net.
Celtic may have bossed the first half of the half, but Hearts are biting back here. Gomez, Patterson, and it's clutched by Craig Gordon after Rossi sent it back. Now Hearts have a man down, and it's Patterson, is it?
Yeah, Patterson, I think, up against Ambrose here at the back post, who had lost his bearings for a second. Patterson comes off worst. Just a clash of heads. Hopefully they'll be okay.
Cameron, the physio, just checking out Callum Patterson. Seems okay.
He'll be used to all that. In his days as a centre forward of Hearts, he's now more recognised as a right back. But thankfully he's made a quick recovery.
Nelson has only lost 7 of 54 league games in charge of Hearts. The new year starts with a derby in the city of Discovery. On Saturday from midday, it's Dundee against Dundee United on Sky Sports 1. Šiminović. Lustig. Lustig looking for Chifchi. A shout. Alexander allows Rossi to leave it. Neil Alexander, who spent 5 years at Rangers and played in 5 Old Firm games. So, Lustig only to Gomez. Zoom. So, Riley. Oshaniwa's cross, not great. Beaton for Forest. Beaton writhing in agony after Callum Patterson's challenge.
It wasn't the best ball from Forest into Beaton. He was caught there from Patterson, showing his frustration.
Ambrose. Mikael Lustig will take this throw. Johansson. Beaton. Šiminović. Rogic. Shadowed by Gomez. Tried to slip Forrest in, but Patterson in the way. Chifchi trying to win it back. Riley showing interest here. He didn't look the favourite, but he has it now. Riley's cross. Nicholson just left with too much to do.
It was poor from Ambrose. He plays them all on. Again, you have to be in tune immediately with your centre-back, Šiminović. But Ambrose was much deeper there, allowing Hearts to get all these men forward. It doesn't come to anything. Ambrose struggling to get into the game immediately as a substitute.
Riley eager to make the most of a rare start in the absence of the Spanish striker Juanma. McGregor. It's away by Igor Rossi. As fans giving Effie Ambrose a fair amount of stick. Ambrose looking for Chifchi though. Rocket's trying to feed on this. Looking to battle his way through, but Agustin was there. Hart's unable to clear it though. And now Rossi does.
Well, Rogic is going towards the referee. He thought he's been held back there. Inside the box, trying to pull the trigger as the ball broke to him.
Ambrose. Chifchi. McGregor. Won back by Rossi. Guarden. Shaminovic away to Tierney. Missed by Augustine, but Gomez covering. McGregor though, and beat on. And Celtic have the lead through near beat on. And that hurts Hearts just before the break.
Fabulous composure from Beaton. But what about the weight of the pass from Callum McGregor here? As the ball falls to Callum McGregor here, look at the weight of the pass. Absolutely magnificent. Beaton is onside and just slides it away from Alexander. He's made a couple of early saves, but that pass there is absolutely first class. Perfect for Beaton to take one touch to control, set himself for a lovely, cool side foot finish.
Seventh goal of the season for Nir Beaton. He gave Celtic the lead against Motherwell last week, but they still lost that game. Beaton turning into quite a goal scorer. Terrific assist though from McGregor. It's hard on Hearts coming a few minutes before half-time. Chifchi now. Forrest is available for the pass here. He got there, but Patterson able to send it away, not very far to the goal scorer. June claiming a high boot. And Hansen scrapping. Loose stick. McGregor. Shaniwa clears. Rather wasteful though. Forrest. Patterson has won it back and Hearts could be on their way here. Gordon deals with it.
I think he could have picked that up there, Craig Gordon, but he elected to clear it. He must have thought it came off his own man.
Augustine. Out of Patterson's reach. Tierney for Beaton. Rogic did well to release Forrest. Celtic hungry for a second here. Forrest, can he put it back? Chifchi looking to pass, but Rossi was the calmest man around. And that'll be a free kick for Osman So. Minutes are up. We're just waiting to see how many minutes will be added on here. There've been one or two stoppages. It'll be 3 minutes of stoppage time. So for Riley, who stumbled just the wrong moment. Zoom. Warben. Can Nicholson get to this? He can! A rapid response from Hearts. Sam Nicholson levels in first half stoppage time, and now Tynecastle is bouncing.
Brilliant from Nicholson, because he's the one who's on his toes. Lustig is sleeping. He knows he's looking at him, he sees him there, but he doesn't deal with the ball coming in. There's no sharpness to get to it, but Nicholson reads it so well and gets a lovely touch on it. That is not easy, to guide it into the back of the net with the side of your foot like that. Eventually Lustig puts him under a bit of pressure, but it's an absolutely brilliant finish. It's that Lustig onto the foot of Nicholson. But poor play from Celtic's captain there. He's caught sleeping, and Hearts are right back in it.
It's the first goal in 3 months for the talented 20-year-old who's had quite a run in the side this season. And Hearts quickly level. 2 goals in the space of just over 4 minutes in this contest. A rather lively end to the half, which, as often when these two meet, seems to have flown by. So Nicholson responding to near Beaton's strike. Beaton wins that though. McGregor. Rossi standing firm. Augustine. Warben. Riley. It's a free kick actually for Hearts, who are ending the half on a high. Will they get a chance before the whistle goes?
Well, Craig Gordon's made a couple of great saves. I think he's entitled to a wee bit better protection from his right back. He's captain, and he got there.
Augustine ready to launch this. It is half-time. A frenetic half. An extraordinary end. Beaton slid Celtic in front after a perfect pass from McGregor, put him through. But a terrific response from Hearts. Sam Nicholson equalised. A half of 2 halves really. Celtic started so well, Hearts came into it. And it is some contest now at the break at Tynecastle. Hearts 1, Celtic 1.
And just like last week, Near Beaton gives Celtic the lead before they lose the lead seconds later, moments later, certainly, through that young man there, Sam Nicholson, and he deserves that pat in the back, doesn't he? Coming up, the views of the Hibernian manager Alan Stubbs, who joins Neil McCann here in the studio today. Well, it was so near to Celtic being in front at half-time, but Hearts were rescued in the nick of time. What a Christmas cracker we've got here at Tynecastle. Neil McCann and Alan Stubbs join me. Alan, as a defender, look at the first goal, the Celtic goal. What did Hearts do wrong here?
Well, I think if you look at it, they just get caught out of position. Obviously, there's a ball gone forward, and that's actually the centre-back there, Rossi, going to close the ball down. Ball's been played up. I think Gomez has dropped in. Defensively, a header, he's dropped into an area where you'd expect him to pick it up. And it's a great finish, but when you look at it there, you'd like to see more hard shirts around it. And Celtic had threatened that early on, and then Hearts managed to get themselves back in the game, and I think overall, Hearts have probably had the better chances of the first half.
One of them being, of course, their goal just a couple of minutes into stoppage time in the first half. Neil, was this a great bit of football?
Yeah, it's a bit of bravery as well to go in. Listen, again, it comes down to a wee bit of thrust from Gavin Riley. I think Gavin Riley has grown into this match. I think he's worked ever so hard. It's his pressure on Tierney that creates that. Hearts are then on the front foot defensively, but it's the numbers they get in that final third. Look at them. and it's Sam Nicholson coming in there. Gets a bit of luck you'll see off of Lustig's boot in the final angle, but I'm all about the ball. What about that for a delivery? That is just begging for Sam Nicholson to try and get in front of Lustig. I see there, Lustig is trying to put that out for a corner and it comes off of Nicholson, but Nicholson gets his rewards by being good and brave enough to come in at the back post there and put himself in a position to score the goal, but it's all about the delivery. Magnificent.
Craig Gordon might be the biggest Hearts fan in the stadium. He's certainly the tallest Hearts fan in the stadium, but how important has he been for Celtic with those 2 saves?
Well, he's made the most important saves in the game. You know, his couple of saves were, his first one was absolutely top draw. You know, the ball is virtually in the net and he's clawed it out. You know, that is fantastic. You know, it's the same again. It's that ball across the face of the goal, and you've got the wide players looking to break the neck and get in at the far post.
Yeah, it's getting bodies in there, Alan, isn't it? And putting Celtic under pressure. I'm just going to get a little freeze in this, David. This is to highlight how brave not Robbie Nielsen's been. Getting a freeze there. Now look at the 2 centre-backs, how wide of a split they are. Normally, if a team's playing one up, if we can run it on a one up, the other centre-back will be over and cover. But because they're so wide, it becomes a 1v1. Ambrose makes a mess of it, and young Riley, who I said has grown into the match, does ever so well to put it across Gordon. Again, it's another top save, and that is why Craig Gordon is getting back to being our country's #1 again.
Scottish Cup winner, of course, with Hearts. Craig Gordon, like yourself, and the man who scored the winning goal in that historic 1998 final. There is on the right, Stefan Adam is visiting from Lyon today. Big reception for him at Tynecastle. Lovely to see him here. And the second half in this one is coming up next. We have a cracker at Tynecastle. The second half now with Andy Walker and Ian Crocker.
And Celtic are about to get us going again. Hearts hadn't managed to score a first half goal against Celtic in the last 18 encounters between the sides, but they did get one here. Sam Nicholson cancelling out near Beaton's tidy finish. What will the second half have in store at Tynecastle? Chifchi showing interest, and it's given Augustine a problem here. Chifchi's won it back. Chifchi, brilliant save from Alexander, look to goal.
Well, no wonder Alexander is furious, he's centre-back. Augustine, he's got to deal with this. He was thinking about clearing it out earlier, but he really, his indecision almost proves costly there. Excellent save from Alexander.
Chifchi, near Beaton. Warben took his time clearing that. Johansson. Rogic. Celtic quick out of the blocks in the second half, as they were in the first half. Remember, they've lost 2 players to injuries already. Dedrick Boyata and Stuart Armstrong had to go off. Iffy Ambrose and James Forrest on in their place, so only one more change available for Ronnie Dyler, obviously. Rogic. McGregor. Rogic. Beaton. Lustig. Screened by Oshaniwa. Lustig slid in and was caught. And both he and Oshaniwa have stayed down. But Hearts are attacking here with Nicholson. Looked like a foul from Osman So, and treatment will be required after that collision, and Lustig, Oshaniwa in some agony.
Well, it was a 50-50 ball. Both contested it so keenly. They both pretty much meet it at the same time. Just one of those things, I'm afraid. Certainly there to be contested, and you can see the referee Steve McLean had a perfect view of it, and quite rightly doesn't blow up for any foul.
An old-fashioned tackle, that.
Well, Augustine almost costing his team right at the start of the second half. Chifchi does well just to get a shot away, ends up going through the legs of Igor Rossi, but Alexander was alive and alert to get down really quickly.
Oshaniwa is first to his feet. Mikael Lustig has started the last 11 games, which is quite a good run for him. He has been rather injury prone in his time at Celtic, and that was certainly bone-shuddering. They can ill afford to lose a third player to injury. On we go, with Near Beaton, Celtic's scorer for the second week running. They let Motherwell back in the game, and they've let Hearts back in this one. Carl Lustig does return. Which anyway already has.
Could turn out to be a problem for Celtic as you get to the latter part of the game. Lustig is, you say, often substituted, as is Rogic. Just with the one option left for Ronnie Dyler.
Lustig sold a short one there. Stephen McLean is going to show a yellow card here.
Certainly a yellow. It looks really bad for June. Ambrose not quite up to speed yet.
Well, we had two players down at the other end and now two players down at this end. There will be a yellow card waiting. And Effie Ambrose does stand up. Saw one indeed for Zoom.
Well, he needs to be. I mean, he has to go off the pitch, of course, for treatment. This is a promising spot for Hearts, getting a decent ball into the box.
This looks rather painful for Effie Ambrose, who himself came on for the injured Dedrick Boyata, who pulled a hamstring.
Well, you can see here again, our eyes focused on the ball, doesn't get anywhere near it, and I think it's more the kick out from Jum, who'd already been caught by Ambrose.
Could be the longest wait for a yellow card to be shown ever, this.
Hearts fans as patient as ever in the background.
Ambrose joins Johansson in the book. Celtic have lost two players, injured already, and Ambrose struggling a little there, as was Lustig a moment ago. Gomez takes, poor, away by Chifty. Lavin. Ambrose and Juma back on. Offside flag has followed Celtic on this occasion.
Well, that was a real waste for Hearts. And you've got one of their main defenders off the pitch. You really got to get it in the box, give your players a chance to go and attack something.
Offside foiled Hearts. Here is Beaton. Ambrose. That's pressing. Trying to force an error. Beaton has work to do here.
Again, much better from Hearts, putting every Celtic player under a bit of pressure, something they weren't doing in the opening 10-15 minutes.
On by Patterson. It will carry to Craig Gordon. Hearts won their first 5 league games of the season, then went 5 without a win. Then they won 4 in a row, and now they've gone 4 without a win. some kind of symmetry anyway. Foul by Patterson on Forrest. Effie Ambrose. Next port of call is Lustig. Osman So closing in on Ambrose, steered away by Oshaniwa.
No, I think when Lustig drives in field like that, he's looking forward. The one man he wants to show for the ball is Chifchi. He's not working hard enough to get on it.
Rogic comes to Beaton. Now Tierney. Chifchi calling for a cross. Scooped away by Rossi. Tierney has started 5 of the last 6 games ahead of Izagirre. Certainly been worthy of his place. Johansson. Forrest. Too congested there for Celtic. Riley running to Ambrose. Rogic. Chifchi. Chifchi needs assistance from Tierney. Forrest up against Patterson. Patterson claims the throw and he gets it. Celtic have won their last 5 away games. 22 points from 27 on their travels. Celtic's throw. Forrest. Tierney. Glavin fouled him. Free kick's been given.
Much to the annoyance of the home support here. Celtic trying to keep the pressure on.
Lustig far side trying to catch Johansson's attention. It's Johansson to deliver. Sam Nicholson onto this. Outnumbered. Beaton. Rogic. Lustig now. Rossi made sure he didn't reach Forrest, who was lurking. Beaton. Forrest. Chifchi has pulled out wide. Forrest will use him. It's a pretty poor cross. Chifchi.
I thought it was a poor option. He should have got into the box. Give James Forrest the space. He's the one who's very comfortable in a wide area. Very comfortable taking 1 or 2 on and finding a pass.
Andy Nilsson and Hearts, Ronnie Dyler and Celtic locked together at 1-1 here. Hearts have slipped 10 points behind Celtic and Aberdeen now. Celtic top on goal difference, and after today they will have a game in hand on Aberdeen. Rossi, hoping to fare rather better today than his brother did yesterday, sent off playing for Swindon. Rogic Lustig. Well, that's in many ways sums up the way it's gone for Stefan Johansson this season.
Well, he's gone for the World Cup finish. I think a better option, better chance of finding the target is a side foot. And you reach it with the instep there. Wasn't really set for it, but better from Lustig just to get into that last third.
Scotland's Player of the Year last season, but hasn't reached those standards thus far this campaign. Tierney. Nudged out by the Polish defender, Augustine. Arnaud Zoom has gone down now. He was involved in that challenge with Effie Ambrose. I wonder if he's feeling it again.
Great pity, such an important part of the way Hearts play, to try and be on the front foot. He's had an excellent season.
Miguel Payado is being prepared. The Spaniard who missed the start of the season with an Achilles injury. Had to be subbed when he was on the yellow card and putting himself about at Aberdeen.
You can see him wincing, Zoom. It's maybe the result of this challenge. It's actually his right leg that comes into the full body there of Ambrose. Both of them hurting each other.
So it looks like game over for Arnaud Zoom, with Payado receiving his instructions from Stevie Crawford. Been an important player for them. Zoom scored against Celtic here in the League Cup. Made his debut against Celtic as a sub at Selby Park in September. Johansson. Tierney. Forrest. Ambrose. Tierney. Forrest. Escaping Patterson. Seeing off so. James Forrest. It was always going wide.
Promising from Forrest, but Patterson has to do better. Look at Patterson here, he knows he's getting in short, but he dives in, sells himself, and Forrest almost takes advantage. Look at Beaton, he wanted it for a pocket goal, he can score from that distance. Forrest was a bit greedy.
It's a long walk off for Arnaud Zoom as Payado comes on in his place. Some way to go yet. Tifty, Rogic. McGregor takes it up on Celtic's behalf. Forrest. Beaton. So. Payado up towards Riley. He's given Ambrose a bit of a problem. Boabin. Boabin has pulled up and will get the free kick.
I think it was a flick out here from near Beaton as Boabin was driving forward, just into his calf. You can see Beaton trying to track him here, just flicked out there. Delayed action from Prince Boabin, but it was a foul.
Nicholson takes. Gordon thought about coming. Changed his mind. Augustine claiming he was barged then, and he's run towards the referee. But now, McGregor bursting away for Celtic from one end to the other. And Augustine got back to make the challenge. And now it will be a free kick for Celtic. And it's a yellow card for Augustine.
Well, he gets a yellow card here. He was looking for a foul at the other end when he was in the box. Chifchi's defending. There's two hands into the base of his spine there. Could easily have been given. Look where Stephen McLean is. Probably doesn't see it clearly.
He certainly had something to say to Stephen McLean about it. Big chance here for Celtic. Decent position this for Callum McGregor. McGregor delivers. Alexander, just what you want your goalkeeper to do.
Yeah, totally commanding his 6-yard box there. Got to get a better ball into the box when you get so much aerial threat there. Got to keep it away from someone as safe and as confident as Alexander has been this afternoon.
Nicholson. McGregor almost had a swipe at him there. Nicholson up against Lustig.
Doesn't get them into the ball into the box there, Nicholson, but takes them right into the corner, putting them on the front foot. He really is someone that can make things happen for Hearts in the last third.
In the back of the stand soon, Oshaniwa. Steered away by Lustig. Osman Sow with a little flick. Duly dealt with by Ambrose. Payado. Nicholson. McGregor. Rogic. Guaban. Gomez put the pressure on Rogic initially. The breaks here for Guaban again. Riley. Payado. Patterson. Stopped by Tierney. Casual from Callum Patterson. Johansson. Lustig towards Forrest. Patterson and Nicholson deal with it. Tierney. Forrest. Johansson. Rogic. Patterson. Grounded.
Well, he's claiming to the referee that he was fouled. He recovered well because he was out of it here, but his pace got him back into a perfect position. Bit of a nudge there from Forrest.
Callum Patterson will take this. Rogic was held back there by Patterson, but nothing given. Augustine now. His run blocked by Beaton. Forrest. It's gone out for a Hearts throw. Gomez. Oshaniwa. Nicholson. That's a throw off for Lustig. After yet more European failure, Celtic targeting the treble. They start their Scottish Cup run at Stranraer next month, and at the end of January there's a League Cup semi-final against Ross County. Gallardo under pressure from Johansson, helped out by Augustine. Gomez for Boisben, those two are together at Dundee United. Riley, just for a moment, looked like he might be in, but Gordon reacted swiftly.
Absolutely the right idea from Boisben, just a bit heavy.
Johansson, Rogic, McGregor. Celtic in a menacing mood here. Lustig. Second time around, Lustig. Will it fall favourably here? Rogic with a classic finish. And what a big goal that could be for Celtic. They are back in front at Tynecastle.
Well, if Beaton's finish in the first half was calm and composed, look how Rogic controls this one. Celtic flooding men forward, and the ball breaks at the edge of the box here to Rogic, and he just measures it up. A left foot shot. He's had a couple of attempts in the first half, but this one here, the accuracy is too good. It's far too good for Alexander. There's decent pace on it. He really does control that effort at goal. Just grazes the underside of the bar, and Alexander can't get near it. It's a fabulous second goal.
A brilliant strike from Tom Rogic, who didn't play for Celtic for 20 months, but he's making up for lost time this season. That's his 6th goal. We've got the winner here in the League Cup in October. And he's put Celtic back in front, and now James Forrest is taking on Augustine. Can Hearts reply again?
Well, Augustine, his use of the ball from the back has been really dreadful at times.
McGregor. Lustig. 20 minutes to go. Celtic hoping to make it 8 wins in a row at Tynecastle. They have done 7 before, a good few years back, but they've never done 8 in a row. Forrest. Rogic. And it's Hearts who have to show some character here. Osmondso. Tidy. Boisben. It opens up. But credit to Effie Ambrose, who halted the run. There are options available as well for Boisben.
Well, I can't believe Riley didn't make a better angle for him. He just stayed still, and I think that was the frustration for Boisben.
Tierney. McGregor. Beaton. Rogic. Lustig. She was waiting to pounce there, and Rossi had to intercept.
Excellent ball in again from Lustig down that right-hand side.
Not much room there for Callum McGregor. Lustig trying to steer it on.
Well, the one thing that Celtic have done really well this afternoon is getting a goal-scoring threat from midfield. We saw it with Beaton, who was well advanced in the first half. Look at how he controls that. A fair bit of power in it, bit of pace in the shot, but so controlled, well away from Alexander. And with Beaton and Rogic scoring, Celtic showing that even allowing for the absence of Lee Griffiths, there's still that goal-scoring threat there.
6 goals and 4 assists for Rogic. He's becoming a prominent player for Celtic. But here's Osman So. And we have Nicholson making a run. Took the shot on and woefully wide. Lee Griffiths, watching on, would have been proud of finishing both of Celtic's goals today. But Beaton and Rogic have done the job in his absence. Scott Brown also out, Charlie Mulgrew likewise, and Chris Commons injured in training yesterday, so some notable absentees for Celtic. But they just love coming here at the moment. They have the lead again. Its last win over Celtic was in the Scottish Cup semi-final of 2012 amid great controversy, and their last league win was back in 2011. Celtic do love a trip to Tynecastle. Gary Mackay-Steven coming on soon as Celtic's last sub. Augustine, pinched by Rogic. McGregor. Lustig. McGregor. Beaton has moved into the box. Forrest. This is neat until that point from Celtic. We'll be able to dig this out now. Turned into a decent pass, although somehow I don't quite think he meant to.
Yeah, he's lucky there. Could put them on the attack here, though.
Ambrose across. Quarter of an hour to go.
Well, I think they'll be more disciplined now, Celtic. The goal advantage going into the last part of the game. 15 minutes and injury time to see it out. Unless they're really comfortable, I don't think they'll be throwing too many men forward.
Šiminović ran into Bother and into Boaben. Payado now for Riley. So in the middle, it won't get that far. Tierney makes sure, but it is a corner. Hearts bounce back at the end of the first half. Can they do it again? Gomez to take it. So many poor corners about. Gary Mackay-Steven is about to replace Tom Rogic, who's given Celtic a 2-1 lead here. The Hearts are pushing for an equaliser. Hudson sent it back to Augustine. Payado linking up with Boaben. Payado was in more space than he realised there. And now Celtic will make this change. Tom Rogic with the decisive goal at the moment is replaced by Gary Mackay-Steven.
What a finish it is. He will prove to be the winner. They're just taking up a lovely spot outside the box, and when the ball does fall to you, bit of composure. Controlling the shot, getting it away from Alexander into the roof of the net. Tremendous finish.
For a long time his Celtic career was going nowhere fast, but it's going somewhere now, all right. Mackay-Steven never lost to Hearts in his career. His time at Dundee United and Celtic will play a part here. Been on the fringe of things for much of this season after a good start when he and Stuart Armstrong arrived in the last winter window. Billy King will be next on for Hearts. Here's Boaben. Ambrose picked Riley to it. Lustig giving Nicholson a chance. Oh, it's an awful cross from Oshaniwa. Awful is being kind to it. Happy New Year for some in the City of Discovery. It's the Dundee Derby from Dens Park, Saturday midday, Sky Sports 1. Straight up in the air from Patterson. Leapt over Chifchi. It's a foul by Chifchi, and what's the card going to be here? It's just a yellow with Augustine clutching his head.
And certainly Augustine's Hearts teammates thought this was a bad one. And he does lift, yeah. Makes a move towards his face. He wants to make contact there. No wonder they're upset. He's lucky to get away with that, Chifchi.
Taking a few of those in his time, I think. Augustine, his Hearts made that change. And then Riley making his first start in 3 months today. Is replaced by Billy King, a frequent sub. Brother Adam was also at Hearts but moved to Swansea. Heading towards the last 10 minutes. It's won by Lustig. Guaban. Chaniwa. So trying to set that up for Guaban. Try there from Chifchi, but it's just a Celtic throw. Chifchi complaining to Stephen McLean. Chifchi has started the last 4 games now in Lee Griffiths' absence through injury. Augustine sends that out. Celtic would quite like a third just to make sure of things here. If they do win, they'll be 3 points above Aberdeen with the game in hand. Aberdeen only drawing with Inverness yesterday, although they nearly lost that one. 50 involved.
Yeah, just got to be careful, Chifchi. Just picked up a yellow card. Everybody's wanting to get the ball off him and he's nibbling away there. Those flailing arms can get you into trouble. Show a bit of discipline. Make sure you see the game out, help your teammates.
Rossi towards So, but it's won by Shimunovic. Augustine, Nicholson, Ambrose across. Shaniwa. Gallardo over there. Goal kick. Celtic away to Dundee next, and then home to Partick Thistle. This will do nicely after losing to Motherwell last week. And at Celtic Park too. Osman So. Lustig. Steered away by Patterson. Here's Billy King. Guaban. Johansson briefly intervened. Nicholson. Rossi. He's gone down hurt now. He seemed to slip though. So back on his feet. Gallardo. Away by Tierney, but only to Augustine. Beaton. McGregor. Beaton now. Making strides. Chifchi wants the cross. It's James Forrest who's going nearer, but not that near.
That was the right idea, but Chifchi, I think, had ventured offside. He had to go long, the diagonal to Forrest.
Johansson. King. Patterson. Warbin. By Ambrose, but only to Payardo. Chases on for Gomez. Mackay Stephen. Payardo. Osman Sow. Gordon, the flag is up for offside actually, but Gordon did well anyway to grab that. It's offside against Warbin. Rossi. That's running out of time. Forrest. That's throw. That's about to bring on the Canadian Dario Zanata for only his second appearance for the club. Gomez. Will somebody step forward for Hearts in the last 5 minutes plus stoppage time? Mackay Stephen. Ambrose. Zander. Swiveling away from McGregor. Gomez. Patterson wants it. King ahead of him. Patterson sees off Forrest. Billy King now. Warbin near post. So behind. Hearts will have to plot another route.
Really great defensive header from Efe Ambrose there. Terrific ball into the box.
Payardo. Too high for Billy King. And Hearts now will make that change. Agaro Gomez will come off. Zanata made his debut in October as a sub against Partick Thistle. He got 20 minutes then, a bit less today for the 18-year-old Canadian.
Yep, not often you take your captain off. Gomez was the one who gave Hearts a bit of a lift to get them into the game when it looked as though it was running away from them first 10-15 minutes.
Warbin has taken the armband but not actually put it on. Tierney. Celtic heading for 12 wins in 13 against Hearts. If they hang on here, only blemish, goalless draw in the league at Celtic Park earlier in the season. Away by Payardo. Forrest now for McGregor. He's got Mackay Stephen to his right, Chifchi to his left. But stopped by Augustine. Patterson. Billy King. Patterson. Johansson across. The potential to go long should he wish, but he's not going to. Gallardo, Patterson, Billy King. He's done all right here. Billy King. It was all pretty good until that last bit, the crucial bit.
Yeah, they've no option but to go for it now. Billy King is on the right-hand side, showing a fair bit of skill here, just to drift inside, get a shot away, not his best. But they've got Nicholson on the left, Zanata's come on to support So through the middle. That's trying to get this second equaliser.
Hearts home to Dundee United next, then away to Kilmarnock, and then they host Aberdeen here in the Scottish Cup. 2 minutes plus what you would think would be a fair amount of stoppage time, because it's been a busy old day for the physios. Boaben. Chaniwa. Now Boaben. So beaten to it by Shimunovic. Johansson. Forrest onto it. Tejada though soon saw him off, and he'll get a free kick off James Forrest. Rossi takes. So the target. Strong up against Shimunovic. Billy King is tripped. So is Forrest giving away another free kick, and it's half decent position this for Hearts.
Yeah, these needless fouls can prove to be so costly. Forrest is nowhere near it there. Both hands up in apology, but this is a good opportunity for Hearts.
Gordon sizing up his wall. Corbin and So over it. So might fancy a strike, but Patterson and Rossi are in there. It is going to be a little cross. Osman So does go for it.
Well, Craig Gordon, I think, had taken a step to his left. He just did not read this strike. It's a simple free kick. Look at the closing down of Mackay-Steven. And I think just ever so slightly, Craig Gordon takes a step to his left. But even allowing for that, the swerve and dip on the ball, look at the shape of it, the movement in it, I don't think he's getting it anyway. It's a fabulous strike. Might even take a little nick off Gary Mackay-Steven, but it's right in the top corner, and they have got their second equaliser. Hearts.
We're a minute into 4 added on. 5 goals in the last 8 games for Osman, so stay calm, the message from Robbie Nielsen, who will certainly take this.
I think it stems from the stupidity of James Forrest, giving away that needless free kick outside the box. They can so often prove to be costly, and they have this afternoon.
Tifchi though. Chaniwa. Here's Billy King. Shimunovic for Beaton. Johansson. Can Celtic respond to that? Or can Hearts go for a winner? Augustine's continued down the line here, but it's cut out by Tierney. We still have a couple of very dramatic minutes to go. Hearts 2, Celtic 2. Have we finished on the goal-scoring front, or have we not? That is a foul by Johansson. Boaben not happy with the challenge from Johansson.
Steve McLean just trying to calm him down. He's going at some pace here, Johansson. His left foot is raised, and yet again, silly free kick. That's putting Celtic under pressure yet again.
Osman So loitering with intent again. Rossi takes it. Here's Billy King. Are we in for a really epic ending here? Billy King won't latch onto that from Callum Patterson though. And Celtic might have time to launch one final assault. Twice, Hearts have come from behind. Celtic beaten by Motherwell last week. Letting one in late on this week. Free kick for Osman Sow. Payardo. He really should have waited there, surely.
Tried to bend it around the referee there. Poor play from Payardo.
A wasted opportunity for Hearts so late in the game. Celtic were on the brink of an 8th successive victory at Tynecastle, but maybe not now. And maybe just one last glimpse of goal for Hearts. King. Patterson. King. Guarban. Osman Sow again. It is all over. An enthralling ending. And Hearts have stopped the rot of 7 straight defeats to Celtic here at Tynecastle. Better late than never. A wonder goal from Osman Sow. Goals of high quality on this park today. Tom Rogic with a really cute finish put Celtic 2-1 up. And they thought that was enough, but Hearts kept going and so equalised. 2 goals at the end of the first half near Beaton with a clever finish, but Sam Nicholson responded to level it for Hearts. It looked like the game had gone for them until Osman Sow came up with an absolutely stunning hit just as we crossed into stoppage time. Celtic drop points again, falter again. Hearts left it late, but they've managed to smuggle a point out of this. It finishes at Tynecastle. Hearts 2, Celtic 2.
Well, Craig Gordon, he did so much in the first half in particular. And then to lose that late deflected goal, what an absolute sickener for him. There's wee JPT getting Stefan Johansson's shirt. I'm told that Santa bought him the tickets for this game, and there's another present hot on the heels of that for the little Irish fan. Well done to Stefan Johansson.